Alright, you guys, bonus footage, even though I don't know how this is going to turn out. But anyways, I'm going to show you if my camera can pick it up. It might be too dark. So in here, you can see it's completely open. There's that little like triangle, kind of like, looks like beads or something down there. So that's an open valve, and that's the TR68. The power kit comes with this thing, and this is the salt supply S2, and this is stock. But the salt supply S2, I believe that the valve on the inside does not have a block in it. It's completely open, which is the same as these Umarexes I have on the table, because I took out that valve block that's in the Umarex. But the salt supply S2 stock does not have a valve blocker in there, but it does have a CO2 restrictor, and that's that disc down there with that tiny little hole in the middle of it, and it stops all the CO2 from basically just depleting on like one or two shots. It kind of like restricts the flow. That's what I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. And these are stock. The only thing I did is I took that valve restrictor out of it. This one is also open. This is the HDB. Try to get an angle. So yeah, you can see it's just wide open. There's a big circle in there, and like a triangle shaped three beads. I don't know what those are, but this valve's open. Anyways, I'm going to, or this CO2 chamber thing, it's open. I'm going to, for science and for my own knowledge, I'm going to put CO2s in here. I took the MCS adapter off of both of these. I'm going to put CO2s in here, use the original puncture pins that are for the Umarex. These are from these. I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm going to fire, I guess, 5, 6, 10 rounds until it doesn't want to work anymore, just to see, for my own knowledge and for you guys, to see if there's some sort of, maybe I'm having an issue with my remote line setup. Maybe it's just a fluke. I have no idea. But like I said, the last time I used these was basically that video I shot of me hitting the plastic balls or plastic bottles, and the HDB, I've never fired it on camera, but the last time I used it, it was worked fine. Like, there's no issues at all, and I was running the remote line, and like, there's nothing wrong with it. It was working perfectly fine. So I'm gonna try these CO2s. These are just Crossman CO2s. I'm trying to get rid of them, use them all up, start buying Umarex CO2s. So I'm just tightening these down. They don't have to be crazy tight, but tight enough where they're not gonna pop off. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna pause the video, load up some rounds, and then restart the video, or like start recording. All right, you guys, I put a new target. I'm not gonna really be trying to accurately shoot. I mean, I'll try, but this is mainly to see if this will run on CO2 or if it just farts out all the gas on the first try after the first round, or if I get like 3 shots and then it's completely depleted off of a 12-gram cartridge. Same with this guy. I'm gonna use the CO2 cartridge, puncture it, shoot it, see how many times I get shots with. When I did it the first time, basically like 10 minutes after I removed the valve blocker out of here, like 2 weeks ago, it shot like 5 or 6 times, and then it ran out of gas. I haven't tried this thing with the CO2 and the valve block removed, so this is a unexplored territory for me. And I'm going to start off with the HDR, or the TR68. I have 5 rubber rounds in here, and I have one more magazine with the 5 rounds. And I think I have more on the table, but I don't think I'm going to get more than 10, if I even get that. I'm going to puncture the CO2 and then see if there's any leaks or anything, and then fire. So it works. Everything so far, that indicator charged, and I don't hear any hissing or anything. So I'm going to shoot the target. So it did get 5 shots, but I did get one of those double fires where like when I pull the trigger, more air comes out of it, but I let go of the trigger immediately after, and then every subsequent shot after that I was pulling the trigger and immediately releasing. And I think I only got one other random little like double fire, like fart fire, whatever you want to call it. Since the trigger makes this spin, it wasn't shooting around, but it was just basically wasting air. And that could be because I don't have the CO2 restrictor on here. But with the HPA tank, you really don't have to worry about that because you have a giant tank like that versus one little 12-gram CO2 cartridge. So I'm going to see if I get any more shots out of this. I think on that fifth shot with some of those double fires, it seemed like that last shot was pretty weak, but I'll try it. So yeah, I did 3 and then it died. That last shot was just like didn't really do much. So I'm gonna dry fire this. So yeah, it's out of gas. I'm gonna degas it with this little button. And it's completely out. So yeah, like because I don't have a CO2 restrictor and because I removed the valve block on one 12-gram cartridge, I got probably 4 good shots, and then it just probably started nosediving after that. I'm gonna shoot the HDB next. So at least I know the marker works. It could just be an issue with the air feed system using my remote line and the tank. So I'm gonna puncture this and see if it works. It's on safety right now. The safety's on this trigger. It's just a little button, but I'm gonna puncture this, see if I get any leaks or anything weird. So here we go. Hold on real quick. All right, I switched out the CO2. This Crossman one that I punctured, it has a divot on top, but it didn't puncture, so maybe it's just the Crossman CO2 cartridge. But I put a different one in here. I'm gonna try it again. So that one worked. This charge indicator's up, so it has gas. I'm gonna try firing, see how many shots I get. So yeah, I did 10 shots, all of them went. I didn't have any double fires on this one because I think the action of the trigger and everything is, and the way the valve works and everything is different in this versus the giant revolver. I don't know if you could see the laser. I have it pointed on the top corner right now, on the right side, top right corner. I think it's too bright still. I could see it. I don't think the camera can, but it's sighted in pretty good. I don't know why these malfunctioned with the remote line. I'll have to do some experiments later. That's kind of concerning, especially if I want to try to use this for home defense. But at least I know the CO2 works. The balls cycle through. Everything works. I just had a random issue with the air system. And yeah, this has pressure. This works. There's no clogs in this line. I'll probably just try hooking up to the salt right now just to see if I have any issues with the salt gun, but I'll pause this and then hook everything up to this guy. Alright you guys, I got the MCS adapter on here. I haven't pressurized it yet, but I'm going to right now. You can hear the click most likely in a couple seconds. So yeah, it's gassed up, it's ready to roll. I'm gonna put it in my backpack. I'm gonna put the tank in the backpack and then shoot the bear from 7 footsteps away. Salt gun's ready to go. I got my backpack on. It's on safe right now. I'm doing this to see if I'm having some random issue with this line, which I don't think it is. I think it's just some random issue with the Umarex guns, which I don't know what happened or like why it's not firing with the air. But I mean, it worked for a couple shots and then it would stop, and then I'd have to degas everything and regas everything and just try random stuff. But anyway, salt gun, remote line, 10 rounds with the T4E rubber at that same target that's already all screwed up. So I had 10 work perfectly fine with the salt. I just dumped both mags down. Worked fine. A couple of the salt rounds went up here, like I missed the target and hit my box, and you might be able to see it. There's a round in there, and then yeah. So at least I know my T4E markers work. I don't know what the issue was with the error, but it's just something to think about. I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying to use the remote line and all that stuff because these are fun to shoot, and if I don't have to keep throwing CO2 cartridges in them and get like 5 shots each CO2 cartridge, I'd rather use the HPA tank and get like 60 shots or 70 shots or something. But yeah, this thing's powerful. I'm gonna do a bottle practice shooting with it, let you see what it can do. I'll probably do it again with this. I picked up some more bottles from my work, and now I have a little stash spot for them, so that'll be fun. Maybe in a day or two. It's gonna be a little bit warm out here. I think it's like 78, almost 80 degrees right now. I think it's like 76. It's starting to cool off, but it's, you know, summer's coming. Anyways, guys, have a good rest of the night. If I don't make something tomorrow, it'll probably be Wednesday. This is just what I do in my free time. So instead of me just doing this and not having any sort of video footage to show or whatever, I just do this so I can see what happened and I have like a record of it. Otherwise, it just kind of gets mixed up in every single day, living life, working, you know, paying bills, getting groceries, you know, all that stuff. So I have a record of what happens with these, and so you guys can see what happens with all these markers I'm using. This is just a BB gun. This is a Glock 19 Gen 3 BB gun from Umarex also. I can't hook up a remote line to this thing, but that's where the CO2 goes. And then I don't think I'm gonna feature BB guns on my channel, but they're just kind of fun to mess around with. And yeah, thanks for watching. That'll cut this random 14-minute long bonus footage. Have a good one.